Hello guys, welcome back to the third tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be looking at how to copy and paste and how to delete in Vim. Okay, so let me quit this and assume that we create a file. Let's call it test. Okay, yes, so we call it test, and we want to write I am learning to use Vim. Okay, so we have this. Alright, now let's say we want to copy this line of text, okay, and paste maybe somewhere. Okay, so what we are going to do is you have two options. The first is to highlight the entire text and yank. Okay, copying in Vim is called yank, but why go through that hassle when you can just hit Y twice and then you yank the entire line? Alright, so after yanking the entire line, you use lowercase p to paste underneath the current line on which the cursor is, or uppercase p to paste above it. Alright, so let's demonstrate the lowercase p, so it pastes below it. Alright, so let's change, maybe let's add something. I'm learning to use Vim. Right, so I use capital A to go to the tail end of the line to edit. Right, so I'm learning to use Vim more efficiently. Okay, so I want to yank this. I just did with Y twice, and I want to paste this on top of line 1, so I'm going to use capital P, and you can see it's there. Right, good. So how about if we want to paste more than once? Okay, so let's say we want to paste it on 5 lines. Okay, yes, you can do that. You can have this line, okay, and you can yank with double Y and paste severally, like hitting P severally, but it would not make sense to do that. So there is a mode in Vim called the visual mode. Alright, and there are two forms of it. The first form is the normal form, that is the linear form, and the other one is the block form. So the linear form is able to select the entire line, that is using Shift V. So you see that it says V line here, so visual line, right? So you are able to select an entire line, the line on which the cursor is currently. Then you hold Shift V again to toggle off the visual line mode. And now there is another called the visual block. Okay, so let me demo that by going to the second line and holding Control V. Okay, this time it's not Shift V, Control V. Okay, now you see that only one character is selected. Now you can also use just V, okay, and it goes into visual mode, and now you can select this way. Okay, so you use J to go down the selection, and it will select everything within the current position. Okay, so it will select everything on that line and then move to the next line on the current cursor position. That is if you use J. If you use K, it goes up. Okay, that is the visual mode. Now the visual block is going to select only that character, like that character's column. So if I say L, and I go down, you can see it's selecting only L, right? That is the visual block. Now let's exit the visual block and then let's go to the visual line. Alright, so this is the linear one, and then I go down so I can select 2 lines at a time. Okay, now this is the other way to go about your yanking. Right, so let's say you select these 2 lines and then you yank with Y. Okay, so automatically it's been recorded in the buffer. So I can come down here, and for how many times I want to paste, I just enter the number. So let's say I want to paste it 4 times, so I use 4 and below this cursor, so 4p, and you can see it's pasted 4 times. Really easy and simple. If you want to paste above the line, it is currently still in buffer, so if I say 4 capital P, it's still going to paste upward. Alright, so it's very simple, yanking and pasting. Okay, so now let's say you want to yank just one word, okay, which is say learning. Okay, you can do that by using the Control V, alright, and then you press W, so it will select learning and then the cursor to T, but I don't want the cursor to T, so I come to H and I have the cursor to learning itself. Now I can yank just that and I can paste. So you can see that it's pasted on it, but L has to come behind it, right? So let me undo here and then let's do this again. Go here, yank, alright, and then let's go to let's go 18 and let's paste. First we need to create a new line to paste. So to create a new line, you use O, alright, to create a new line below the cursor, and you use capital O to create a new line above the cursor. Alright, so I'm pasting learning here, so you can see that learning has been pasted. Okay, now assuming you want to just yank from learning to efficiently, alright, you can do that simply by saying Y and then you hit the $, and then it's going to yank from learning to the end of the line. So now I come here and then I can paste, so you can see learning to use Vim more efficiently, right? So yanking from your current position to the end of the line, you use Y and then the $. Okay, alright, and so I just spoke about the visual mode, the visual line, and the visual block. Okay, so in cases where you want to copy lines of code and then duplicate, this is the easiest way to go about it. Alright, so in the next video we are going to look at how to work more with editing of files. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.